Hey there, all you cool cats and kittens. This is Zeke from Replicate, and today I want to talk a little bit about image generation models that can produce text in images. So we've seen some recent developments around this that are pretty exciting. If you've ever used an image generation model before, like DALL-E or Stable Diffusion, you've probably seen that they are very bad at generating text. So here's some examples. If the prompt was something like a cat holding up a sign that says "Hello World," you'll see these kind of results from Stable Diffusion and DALL-E. They're sort of coherent. They sort of sometimes get it right. Here, actually, DALL-E got it right on this one, but Stable Diffusion definitely fails miserably at this task. And this has kind of been the state of things for a while. But there are a couple new models that I wanted to talk about that are getting better at this. So just last week, Microsoft released a new model called TextDiffuser, and it purports to be able to generate images with visually appealing text that is coherent with backgrounds. So I wanted to test this out and see how it works. So my colleague Chenchi actually published a copy of TextDiffuser on Replicate last week, and it's up for anyone to try. It's a public model. And here's an example of a sign that says hello. And there's another model on Replicate called DeepFloyd, and this is from the folks at Stability AI, which also claims to be capable of generating images with text. So here's an example of a postcard of a tropical beach with the text, "Welcome to the future," and it actually gets it right. So I wanted to do a little bit of comparison of these models. So I am running my own copy of the image zoo that we at Replicate built. If you haven't seen this before, it's at zoo.replicate.dev. It's an open source hosted image playground where you can run multiple machine learning models simultaneously and compare the results. So I have a copy of Zoo running locally on my machine. Also, I recently recorded a YouTube video, which you can click on up here, which shows you how to run the zoo locally. So I added the TextDiffuser model to my local zoo just to be able to compare it to some of the other models. And I also added DeepFloyd. Actually, I didn't add DeepFloyd. DeepFloyd is already part of the default list of models. So I turned on DeepFloyd, Stable Diffusion, DALL-E, and TextDiffuser to compare them. And I got to admit, the first time around, TextDiffuser fell flat. It didn't even come close to generating the right things. DeepFloyd did pretty well. 3 out of 4 actually say "Hello World" without any other issues. This one adds an exclamation point, but hey, I'm okay with that. So I was talking to my colleague Chenchi, and she pointed out that in the examples that she had seen, the model actually expected single quotes around the text that should be generated in the image. So we'll definitely need to get that clarified in the README or in the model API so that people know what to do. But sure enough, we get better results. So I did a raccoon holding up a sign saying "I will steal your lunch," and we actually see coherent imagery. The signs look a little bit weird, but the words are actually right. And again, Stable Diffusion and DALL-E don't do so well. These are definitely entertaining results, but not what we were asking for. And again, DeepFloyd does pretty well. So yeah, I think that's it. I think these models are just going to get better and better at producing text and images. So keep your eyes out for more of that and have fun. Thanks. Bye.